Hi, and welcome again to the Code Maven channel. And hi, Upasana.
Hi.
How are you now? How are you today?
Good. Thank
Really
you.
good. Okay, I am also fine. Thank you. We are going to continue the work on the PyDigger project. And you asked me before the video if I have managed to put it online. And well, partially. Let me show you what I did. And if anyone is watching this interested, we'll have an earlier video where I explained actually what is this project about. So you probably get back there and it's easier. So let me share the screen. Just a second. So I think if I go to dev.pydigger.com, I think that's now showing quite a few already. So it's already collecting the data.
Okay.
But it's in a separate URL. Actually, let me see if what's on the other one. So it's here. It's 12,000, sort of, and here probably I think at 180. Yeah. So probably at one point. I think what the only thing is missing right now that I didn't do yet is dumping the data from the old database and loading into the new database, and then of course changing the URLs. But it seems that it's everything is working. So I haven't looked at it for I don't know, while, a week at least or two. So it was just collecting the data, and you can see everything. And I think, I don't remember exactly where we finished it, but I think we were just working on the code, but the Docker Compose wasn't working yet fully, or I don't know, I don't remember. Were we using Docker Compose already?
Yes, we were using Docker Compose. We had that error related to network and we fixed that.
Yeah, okay, sure. Right, now I remember.
So yeah.
So here I have now, actually, I think I added this one later, this cron one. So now there are three. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it, but there is the MongoDB Docker container that runs the Docker server. There is one for the web server. And and there's one for the cron job that collects the data.
Okay.
So that would that runs. I think there is this cron top file that actually gets scheduled in that one.
Okay.
And it runs the two collection processes for now. Okay. And I actually don't know how this will run when it will need to handle more connections, the incoming connections. I think this is now just one process, so it's not like a multi. I'm not really sure yet how it's supposed to run. Okay.
Okay.
But this, on the other hand, this is also not a very let's say popular website. There's not a lot of traffic yet. So I guess it will be able to handle even if it's just a single process, and then slowly we'll see how it works. Anyway, did you check the GitHub? Did you have anything in mind what you wanted to work on?
No, I didn't do anything since our last session.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Let's check it out. So
run Flake 8. Run Flake 8 on the source code.
So Flake 8 is Python has a couple of linters.
Okay.
And Flake 8 is collecting several of these linters and providing you with some report saying what kind of areas you could improve the code. So let me check what I do. So this is one of the things. MyPy is another external tool, another sort of a linter, I guess we can say that, that does type checking on Python. So normally Python doesn't do any type checking, but in the recent years you could start adding what they call type annotation, saying that this parameter should be a string and this should be integer and whatever. And then Python still doesn't care. Python itself, but you can have external tools. So IDEs would handle it, and you can use mypy to verify that you don't break these rules that you created for yourself. So it provides a certain improved security for your code. Or so I wanted to add this as well, and yeah, and then there are other things. So CIs for Bitbucket and GitLab, and we're collecting data from there. Yeah, I think there are a couple of things.
Okay. You can choose whichever issue you want to. Yeah, I'm up for everything.
So we can do another one of those that we did earlier with depend-abot. That's another thing that's going to be, I guess it's going to be relatively fast now to implement this. And then we can try to take a look at the, let's say, Flake 8, I don't know, to see if how to configure that. Let me check. Okay, I think that you were driving and I was navigating, right? We can continue. Would you like to continue that, or?
Either way is fine for me. If you decide to take up something like Flake 8 that I never heard of, then I prefer you to drive it, because I have zero clue what exactly
I can tell you what to do. I mean, as a navigator, I can tell you what to do, and then you will have it set it up on your computer. So let's switch back and stop sharing, and then you can share your computer. And let's see. It's also probably, I mean, I think that's sort of the better way in this pair programming.
Okay.
I'm here. I can see myself.
Yes. Yeah. So you wanna pick up the Flake 8 one?
Yeah, well, let's check what we do with Flake 8. Okay, so go to the there's nothing in there. It's just saying Flake 8. So let's go to the terminal, and I think you have a virtual env somewhere, right? Here the env. So you load the venv. So start it. So you
I don't remember at all.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. So you do source. Yeah. No. Actually, it should be written there. So I'm not sure that it is, but it's just.
I remember we changed here last time.
Look for source or venv.
Source. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically what you need to do. No, it's venv. No. Okay, this you didn't have to do, but you already had it. But it doesn't matter. So now you say source and then the venv bin activate.
This one?
Yeah, this starts the virtual environment, and then and then I guess you should also pull the the latest source. So let's see if you have the remote set up properly.
Okay.
No, just git remote. Git remote because I think it's your origin now.
Origin is yours.
Yeah.
I just created a separate origin for my.
Okay. So but when you pull, it pulled from my origin, no?
Now it pulls from your origin.
Okay. Good. So I guess you
have asked to, yeah.
Now locally you also have to say where you put git pull origin. I think we have main here.
Yeah, by default I think it pulls. Okay, it pulled on main.
Okay.
We can just check. May 14. I think that's the last time when we worked on this. Yeah.
Well, I don't remember, but.
Okay. It looks up to date to me.
Yeah. Okay. So let's check out the configuration of the CI system. So it's in git the .github. GitHub workflow, yeah. And if you scroll down, I think now the test is running inside the Docker. I don't remember if it was the case. Yeah. Docker exec, and then
this one, line 66?
Line 59.
59, okay.
So we have 59.
Okay, yeah.
Running that, and then stopping the Docker, and then running it in a different way in development mode also. But it doesn't matter either way. That there are two commands, 59 and 66, where we are running the test. Now you can try to run it on locally. So you need for this you need to run the Docker compose up -d. That well, maybe you will want to run it in development mode here as well. But the 64.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So wait till let this. Okay. What is it?
It didn't really copy.
Okay. So while it's doing this thing,
okay.
And then should be the separate command, the line on 66. Hopefully this will work. Okay. And now you can run the same thing, but add -/flake8 as well.
Here?
Yeah. And I think it will fail because we don't have the plugin installed.
Okay. It looks like, yeah, it failed.
Actually, it worked. I wonder if do we have? Can you open the requirements.txt file just to show the content of it? Yeah. Oh, you see the line 3. It already had the PyTest flake8 installed or required. Good. That's the so there is the flake8 package, and then there is the PyTest flake8, which will turn it into a plugin to PyTest.
Okay.
Okay. So you can quit this one, and let's see what was the report.
Should I scroll up?
So it failed. Okay, now it failed all kind of things. Okay, good. Okay, so let's scroll up, yeah, and then let's see what failures were there. Okay, so all these, I think under a little bit later here in the you can see failures. There's the failures, and then it says a list of numbers, and then it starts detailing. So we can go from the end. It might be easier. So if you look at the no, go to if you look a little bit up, there is a text called captured log call. No, don't scroll. You don't need to scroll. Okay. Let's stay there. Okay. So at the top you can now see failures, and underneath you see first a line with ignoring all kind of stuff. I guess I already configured it to ignore some stuff.
Okay.
And then line 30, right? It says common in the command.py, line 30, character 13, and it says continuation line over indented. So let's open this file.
Okay.
This is in the PyDigger directory.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's inside the PyDigger directory. Yeah. So there's also another with capital P and the common. Yeah. And then I already forgot which line was that.
Line 30. It was line 30.
So it says over indented. I guess it wants exactly 8 spaces here. Can you? I think we have 4 spaces at the beginning. On line 29 we have 4 spaces, and here on line 30 I think we have more. So,
yes, looks like it.
So just make it that all of these lines are 4 space indented.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge improvement yet, but
okay.
okay. And let's just see what's, if you save it, let's see what happens now.
I run this command again.
Yes, because we are in development mode, so I think it's using the files on the file system, not inside the image.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's why it was at the end better. So if you scroll up now, okay, so that one disappeared, and now only line 33.
33 here. I think it has to be
also there, yeah.
Like this.
Okay. So yeah, we can clean up a few more of these.
Okay. Fetch pi.
Okay, so it's fetch pi 135. And I don't do you remember what was the complaint?
Too many
blank lines. 2. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
It needs one blank above it, so just remove 134. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check another one as well.
265.
Undefined name E.
Okay. Now this is an already important one, right? So we are using a variable called E that doesn't exist.
Okay. Yeah.
What it probably is the entry. I'm not sure. What is that? E.url. No. Yeah, E.url. Can you search for entry? So the entry is no, it's file. No, that's not.
Try.
So when does it? Why does it even work?
No clue. But I would also. This might be a small thing to do, but all these variable names with one single letter.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible.
I would like to get rid of them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with you.
Okay.
Actually, there should be. I mean, I don't know. There should be a rule in Flake, I guess, that prohibits one-letter variables. I would like to have. I don't know if there is one. But let's try to figure out what is this E. What was this E supposed to be?
Okay. URL open.
URL JSON content. So when does it happen? If file path equal to field.txt requirements. Can you search for the requirements field? So there is on line 260. You see, on line 260, we go over some stuff in the requirements fields, and then
should I check what does this one do? Like how does it get populated?
Yeah, I think this is a static file.
Okay,
yeah.
Requirements. Okay.
So that could be. So we check if the file path is equal to this field requirements.txt. So in Python, you saw that we have this requirements.txt.
Yeah.
Listing all the requirements.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I forgot what was. It has requirements and test requirements.
Yeah. So there could be, I think, 2 files. There could be more of these files. They could import one another, but I was checking here 2 files. I think the point is to see to map the requirements of each package. Okay, so look up the requirements file and then do something with the requirements.
So it's this line 264. It opens the file. To me, that's what it looks like, but I'm not sure.
It's a URL request. It's a web request, and what we get back. yeah, so it's.
Okay.
Can you search for URL? Let's see what else does you have URL?
Download. Arcs.update
No, this is
URL.
something we added. So this is.
Quite possible. URL is here.
No, this is not the one.
Oh. Okay, it's very common.
Yeah. Well.
URLs.
So let me try to understand again because I still don't understand.
Okay.
EURL. We are opening EURL as JSON, and then content.
.txt file. What does? Can I check what's the content of requirement.txt?
Yeah, you can see what we have. So it's a list of
Okay.
list of packages with version numbers. Sometimes you don't have to have version numbers. A bunch of these, but here what we check is, so if we have a field, we have a if we have we check if we have a requirements, and then we open some unrelated URL, it seems.
Because this requirement doesn't look like it is JSON, so.
No, we are checking. Let's scroll down a little bit more to see what do we do with this. What happens if we try to run this now? Does it raise an exception?
I don't know. Check GitHub. When does this function get called?
So this is what we try to do, that we call. Let's try to run it. The whole the script using this URL parameter that we gave to it.
Okay.
That we added last time. So let's see in the README file.
Okay. In the README, yeah.
We probably have some command how to run this with a minus URL. Do we have something?
It was something like this, or not?
Yeah, something like this, but we also added minus URL.
Yeah, I remember we did.
So can you take the first line here?
This one?
Yeah. Copy it to the command line. And I think no such file. We don't have the dev.yml.
Okay.
That's okay.
But we let me check the comments from last time. Simp 6 debug messages. Okay. Arcs update. Okay, so we added this URL thing. Oh yeah, I remember we added this URL parameter to just run the script for one single Git repository.
Yeah, but before that, you need to configure this dev.yml file.
Okay, do you have it on your system?
So I think I'm looking at the README now. So the README says search for dev.yml. So it says copy the config skeleton
to the okay. config. Okay, okay, it is there.
Do you already have a config file? Just plain config? No.
No,
okay. Config.
there is no config file. At least.
No. Okay, no. That's okay. It's okay. So there's this config skeleton. Copy it to the dev.yml.
Okay.
And then you remember we created a token on GitHub.
Yeah.
So now I don't know if you still have that or you removed it.
I deleted it.
Okay, so maybe what we do now is that you create one without, so you stop sharing the screen, you create a new one, and then in the README you will see that you need to add it to the dev.yml file. Okay, so here it is. I explained, or it's being explained how you create this token.
Yeah.
Okay, if you open the dev.yml file, there is a place for the GitHub token.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the best would be probably that you stop sharing now. Okay.
And then
you do it. Okay.
Okay.
But stop sharing.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Okay. Better.
Okay.
Because it's freaking me out that I'm seeing myself. So then you can do this, and so basically follow that part of the README, and in the meantime I'll try to figure out how we run this.
New token. Okay, I'm almost done.
No problem. I in the meantime, I have to update a lot of things here because I upgraded my operating system, and with that I have to
do mine. Okay.
And
yeah, mine is quite old now, and I hate installing things. I don't enjoy it.
Well, I don't enjoy it much either, but it's like, and it broke all kind of things. And among the things, I had to restart. I had to wipe out the virtual environment that I had, so nothing works, nothing is installed. And now I just found out that Docker Compose is not installed. So, but it's okay.
Okay.
Now it's getting started to run for me as well.
That's good.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm going to close dev.yml. I don't need to change anything else in dev.yml, do I?
No, you don't.
Okay, so I closed it, and now I'm going to share.
Yeah, okay.
You see it?
Yeah, I see myself.
You see yours? Okay.
So now theoretically, you can run this process again.
This one. No,
the one that with the RSS.
Yeah. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably you can stop it.
I can stop it. Okay.
Yeah. Let's scroll back because probably it already complains about somewhere. Let's scroll back in the output of this command that you ran.
This one?
Yeah, can you scroll up?
Yeah.
So and in the so here we are. You can see the track, the error message just in the middle of the screen. This is exactly the error message that we missed earlier, and this is exactly the one that the flake, I mean, found?
Yes.
Okay, so now we could go back in time and try to see what was this e variable before we made some improvements. So I guess we made some, probably last time, we made some changes where we changed the e, the variable name e, to something else.
Yeah.
And then we just forgot this e. And then it's going to be easier for us to find out. So you can try to git stash now. I guess did you make some changes?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you can, I guess I would just go and git check out some older version, let's say one before or changes.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, when were we working?
Yes, some around that time.
So I don't remember if we did this when together or maybe after that. Probably I didn't break it earlier.
Okay.
Either.
Let's just check git blame and then we see.
Oh, that's. Well,
okay, this is we broke it much earlier.
No, this
but,
is the, wait. No, this was I mean, it was called E in other places as well. We just changed it to something else. So
but we didn't change it here.
And we didn't change it here. That's my guess.
I think so. I think you're right about this.
Okay. So what we can do is go and check out an older version, and then we can see if where is this. So scroll down a little bit more in this output just before your commits. A little bit more. Yeah, here.
Okay. Should I do git log p instead, or?
No, you can just git check out this SHA.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I do have changes.
No, just git stash then. Just you can commit these changes.
Okay, let's commit.
But in some branch.
Okay, 1 second. I first move to main. Let's just do git stash and we will come back to it later.
Yeah, okay.
What was I doing here?
That's good. And now let's go back to the file.
Yeah.
And let's go to that line where it was complaining. And probably now, if we go back, you look here, e-pass. You can see e-pass, e something. So,
yes.
So now in our version I think it's called self entry pass or whatever. So whatever we have these in if statements, that's the e something.
Yes.
Okay, so that object is the e.
Okay.
Right? Okay, yes. So we can go back to main basically. Git check out main. Yeah.
Okay. Let me create a branch for our work. Then programming, what's the date today?
Yeah, you can call it just 2 and that's it.
Yeah, I can. Okay. Nothing here.
You can take out from the stash the stuff and commit that one.
Okay, now we have conflict.
Where is this conflict coming from?
Okay, it's in conf fetch.py and here analyze source code. Okay, this is something that I changed and we keep this. Okay, there should also be, okay, I'm going to commit this one.
What is this change now?
This change, so you remember just a few minutes back when we were checking the output of flag 8, we removed a line here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I also need to.
And the common, I think that's where we have this
again.
The flake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, we were already working in this branch that.
Okay, fine.
And you could probably remove the okay, no.
What can I remove?
No, just there is this dev.yml tilde, I guess.
Yeah.
What you could do, not remove, you can add to git ignore, that it will ignore everything with tilde, because tilde is what Emacs does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just add that too, so it won't bother anyone working with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this should work. Let me check.
Yeah, there are already ignores for all kind of IDs and editors. So.
Okay. But let's first commit these.
Yeah.
Make flag 8 happy by removing white space. Pendant.
Put happy air because it's not yet really happy.
Okay. What should I put?
Happy air.
Happier. Okay.
Because it's not fully happy yet, right?
Agree. Okay.
Okay. So now,
what?
if I'm not mistaken, then we are at the top of your branch, and then we have this e something there, the e.url.
I don't remember the line number. 1 second. e.url. Yeah.
And it should be the one that we are calling path on, right? What are we calling path on?
1 second.
If you scroll in, well, no, here we have e. No, it's that we are in some wrong line.
No. We did. I think I messed up. Yes. Okay. No. We messed up. Because I checked out to this commit, our head was shifted to this commit.
And you didn't so you started the branch from that old point.
Yeah, I did check out main, but since I changed my local, it was not up to date. But let's fix this. And
Okay.
Okay. Same thing in common.py. Okay. Git add, git rebase. Okay, I think now we have now we are up to date. And
Okay, so
now I
can you show the git log again, please? So we are origin main, origin head, and we are ahead of that two commits.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where were we?
So now we're supposed to have e, and above it we have file.path, right? How do we get that file? So I guess it's going to be, how did you get that file?
Here.
We renamed e to file.
File. Yes. So, okay. I think it just needs to be this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's run this command again.
Okay. What was it?
Was it in a separate window?
No, it was in this window.
It's the one with the RSS. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
No such. Okay.
What happened to your dev.yml? Maybe you just need to, maybe it's open somewhere and you haven't saved it yet.
No, I did save
it. Don't show it.
Okay. I'm stopping.
Can you rename it? Or okay, check it out. Okay, that's the best. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is strange because I do see the file here. It exists. It exists here. Okay, well, give me 1 second. I just run the command.
Is that backup file?
Something like that. Okay, but now it's working, and I'm going to stop it. I just ran the same command.
Okay.
And looks like we fixed it. I don't see that error.
Okay. Okay, and let's also run the test with the flake flag.
1 second. Flake. Failures. Okay. myflake.py. What does this file do?
Sorry?
What does this myflake.py do? And return the data, but okay. Looks like this one is mostly trailing white space. Okay. Are you there yet?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, I just remembered an issue. So what was the question?
I was just asking, what does this myflake.py do?
So if I remember correctly, right now it doesn't do. It's not in use, but I started to write it. So because the idea was to run Flake on each, to download the projects as we check them and run Flake on them.
Okay.
And collect the information from there and then put it in the database and then display it to the web.
Okay.
But first we better clean our own thingy. So just let's fix all the flake things and.
Okay. So
what else is it complaining about? So too many blank lines. Okay, start from the end. Best is starting from the end, I think, because then line numbers don't change. No, I mean inside the file.
Oh, inside the file. Okay.
Inside one file, because if you fix the first one, then maybe the line numbers change.
Let me run it once because I already fixed line number 17.
Okay.
So yeah, 58. What does this say?
I guess too many blank lines before that.
Okay.
Okay.
Too many blank lines, 57.
Expected 2 actually there. Here
Okay.
expected 2. For whatever reason, I think it's expecting here 2. Okay.
38. We are not using this variable out.
So just comment out this line for now.
Okay. Iron again. Okay, it looks much. Okay, too many blank lines. 55. Okay. 90.
It's in the test. It's a test PyDigger.
Okay. Okay. Line number 90. What was it? F string is missing placeholders. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you can just remove the F.
Okay. Too many blank lines. 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of small things.
Yeah. The only like real useful was the e.url one.
Yeah, that was a.
Okay, but let's just get done with it. They are all small. 67. F string is no. Too many blank lines and signed 48. Okay. I think we are okay. It's done.
Okay. Let me see. So now let's commit these changes, and let's add this configuration to the CI system. So it will also run the flake.
Okay.
So you can also just edit. You can also edit the. Okay, whatever.
Should I do in the same commit?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. How to put it in CI system?
In here. Yeah, you can add there. Just minus flake 8.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then commit this one and let's push it out and see if it works there as well.
8. One second. I don't remember.
Git push. No. Git push. Yeah, okay.
I cannot.
Minus U.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, while it's working, let's see if there is a dot flake something file here. I think here local. I think we already have a dot flake.
Nope.
Then let's open the setup CFG. Maybe it's in there.
Oh, you mean okay? Is it? It's just a.
Okay, so you can see. Okay.
So what are these things? E203. I saw it in one other place as well.
Yeah. So basically, just like per critic, here too, each of these rules have a number, a name, and like a letter and a number. I think the letters are based on which tool it comes from, because Flake is a wrapper around several tools, and then it's numbered. And what you can see here in this file is that I actually configured to ignore several of these rules. And I also, and so that's the bottom 3 lines in this file is the configuration telling Flake to ignore these rules. and then above them, I copy pasted the actual text of these rules. So to make it easier for me myself to go over and see if which one of them are important for me. So I will remove these exceptions and then fix them. We don't have to do this now, of course. We already cleaned up enough. And at least we won't, if it passes now the tests, let's see if it did, then at least we won't introduce the ones that we cleaned up again.
Okay.
And what do we have here? Closing bracket does not match visual indentation. Okay. Multiple spaces after comma. So some of these might make sense, but I like to indent align some, let's say, when I create the dictionary, I like to align the values. And I think here it complains about, because then you have more spaces after the colon than one. And then things like this. 402 might be interesting. The module level import not at the top of the file.
Okay, module level. Okay.
So probably
so
we have some
import in the middle of the file.
I guess you can grab all the source code. Let's just grab the source code or use AC key for import, for the word import to see where do we have these imports.
What do you mean?
You can just grab the files, the source files, to see where do we have the word import.
Okay. You want the line numbers as well?
Yeah, if you can. Well, nice.
Okay.
So
just looking at it, it looks like most of them are at the beginning.
Yeah, you could try to enable that, or yeah. So you can, what you can do is go to this the setup file. Edit it is the edit it.
Okay. 1 second.
Remove the 402 from the not that, no, the bottom line. This is just a comment.
Okay, yeah.
So remove that and run the test again and see if it complains. Maybe it was fixed already and I forgot to remove this.
No.
Okay.
We do have some. Test PyDigger. Line number 13. So I just moved them at the top.
Wait a second. No, wait a second. PyDigger, come on. I'm not sure that we can do this, but we can try. Because maybe we actually need these environment variables when we are loading these modules, which is bad. But oh yeah, that's what we have.
Yeah. What's yeah. Okay, let's put them above this and see.
Yeah, we can try to run the tests and see if.
Should we also run that script to see if the script itself works?
No, this is the test. This is the test. This, when you run PyTest, this is what's being executed.
Oh, okay. So it's working?
It seems to be working.
Okay.
So we didn't need that. And we have some warnings there, right? What is this warning?
Field options, indent size.
And the two failures are just because that's from before, right?
Two failures are these.
Okay, so let's run it again. Wait a second, what it passed, no?
Sorry?
Can you run it again now?
Yeah, done. So we have these two failures.
Oh, so there's the two other ones in the website. Okay, let's see the website. The website file.
This is 17 and 16. Okay.
So wait, no, okay. So now this is definitely so. I probably it's not correct that I'm doing this. So what does line 14 do is changes the list, the locations where Python is going to look for the module. And
okay, it's like the lib thing in.
it's like in use lib in Perl, basically. So you can try to comment out line 14 now. And let's run this.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, here.
What?
This, I get this error on line number 10.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. But the test passed?
Yeah, test passed. But does this website.py does it work as expected since we commented this line?
Well, the tests are running it, so.
Oh, tests are also running this website.py?
Sorry?
Okay. So question here, because I don't know much. This when we run these tests, it runs all these scripts, and it also makes sure that they are working as expected, because sometimes the stuff runs without errors, but it doesn't do the expected thing. So
when does this happen?
It could happen like if you are not running, like I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
So I don't know. I just can assume that that in the tests we actually run the website. Now there's one thing, one case that might be so what still you can do is stop the Docker container and start it again.
Okay.
Just to make sure that we are starting from clean. And because maybe it's it was needed not for the tests but for when it's running from an application server. So I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be there. So it's probably fine to remove it.
Okay. You mean this one, right?
Yeah, so we can remove that line and we can remove the sys because now we are not using it anymore.
Okay, yeah. 1 second, let's just okay, this works.
Yeah, and I mean, I really hope that and now you can look at the website. So the local website you can that you have, it should work.
How do I test that?
That's localhost 6001 now.
Okay, localhost.
6001, I think.
Line 29. Okay, there are some other. Oh, it's okay. I didn't merge the conflicts well. 29.
That how? No. I think it probably. I think restart the Docker container. Maybe there is something broken now.
Yeah. Okay, I need to check the command again.
So Docker dash container, I think, stop, probably, minus T, 0. Docker container, sorry, Docker compose, sorry, not container. Docker compose, stop, and minus T0.
Okay, what does this T minus T0 do? Docker compose, you might be seeing this using the wrong compose. Oh, 1 second. I made a mistake. I think I need to be in the virtual env.
Yeah, you don't have you're not inside the virtual env there.
No.
So you just need the source when yeah, that's only this one.
Okay. Docker compose stop T0.
So minus T0 says it, do it now instead of waiting.
Okay.
Normally, I think it waits some 20 or 30 seconds and only then shuts down. And then you can start it again.
Just Docker compose up was the command?
No, with the two flags, because this way it's not in development mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, line 29.
Yeah.
So the other one would be including all the files in the application, in the container.
Oh, it works now. It was some. It's not done yet, but looks like it works.
That's strange.
Why? Because it didn't work previously?
No, it's strange that.
Okay. Format. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's a bug actually.
Okay.
That's what I think what happens specifically is this page that whenever we run the RSS collector,
Yeah.
at the end, it updates a separate table with all the statistics. And this page uses that statistics. And if that statistics doesn't return all the data as expected, then it will raise this exception because there is an undefined,
Okay.
something undefined. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever it's now called.
Okay.
And well, this is a bug, but it's not a very serious bug because normally the RSS feed always runs and you always get, oh, why do I have this now? I should remove this. Okay, that's all the driver. Well, I would still be happy people. Actually, no, it's good that they are there. People can buy my books.
Okay.
If they want to support the website, they can buy my books. That's a nice way to support it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Anyway, so the stats unless you run the RSS and let it go to the end, this will still crash. Okay? So you can run this RSS collector once and then it will. You can also, there's also, I think there was a command to just do the stats. So maybe we could do that, but I don't remember. I'll also open a ticket for this.
Okay. So if I will run this command to update the RSS, that bug should not happen.
Yeah, if you let it go till the end.
Okay, and I think that's going to take a while because
it's a minute or two, so we can go do something else in the meantime. But it's not. It shouldn't be very long, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. So what else do we have now?
So we are done with the Flake ticket.
Sorry.
We are done with Flake. It works.
Right. So actually, the funny thing is, Flake 8. Now that I look at the ticket, that ticket was originally written not to run Flake 8 on our source code that we just did, but it's good that we did. The ticket was the one that, okay, let's run Flake 8 on the source code of all these Python packages that we are downloading.
Oh.
Which is a much more, that's what the myflake thingy was started to be written, whatever. Okay, which is at the end is going to be much more interesting, but it's a good that we started with this because, well, first of all, now it's the code is cleaner, and the second, you saw what Flake 8 does, and it complains about sometimes about stupid things, sometimes about well, not stupid, but it's like not that critical, and sometimes it's quite important stuff.
Okay, and what are we going to do when we run Flake 8 on all these Python modules? Are we going to send reports somewhere or collect some kind of statistics?
For now, the first step that can you remove the share, please?
Okay, sorry, because
okay,
I want to
see. Yeah, either this or stop sharing. Yeah. So it's creepy enough myself watching later on in videos than like sitting in front of a mirror and talking.
Okay, let's stop sharing because I also need to see you.
Okay, good. So the first step that I thought is to start collecting this. Okay, start collecting information on basically two sides of two. I think one is Flake 8 configured for this project, and what rules, what exceptions does it have? Okay, that's one phase of this, I guess. The other phase would be understanding what Flake violations, I don't know what they are called in Perl critic term, they are used the word violations, are there in the source code. And collect this information, display this information on the website, create a statistics among projects saying, okay, let's say projects in general very dislike this rule because they all put it in the exception. Projects usually, or many projects, have this, don't use Flake, and have these issues, the critical ones. Okay, then we can start categorizing things like, okay, you saw that there was at least one of them was critical. The other ones were sort of, okay, nice to have alignments, not such a big issue. Okay, and then we can do this categorization and display that information.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's one thing. Now I have a totally different idea that I would like to tell you that I think that I came by because I started to work on a similar project for Crystal, the Crystal programming language. And there, the first idea that came to mind, or one of the first ideas that I wanted to do, is to create a page. Like you might remember, there is the faces of CPAN authors. There is a page where you can see all the people icons together. So have something similar where you can see the authors of all the packages. And you get, I don't know if now we go to, I think we don't show, I don't remember if we are showing now the favicon, not favicon, the gravatar of the authors. If you go to one of the projects, does it show the gravatar?
Oh, I'm on the local, but locally it doesn't. At least I cannot see it.
Probably, I remember something about gravatar, but I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably there is no gravatar. I just randomly selected a few of them, and I don't see that. So we can search the source code if we have a gravatar mentioned. We have something in the website.
Okay.
But I don't know. So that's okay. I don't know if it's working or not working, or why I don't find any. Okay. So there is one. Here it is. I'll send you in the chat one person that I encountered now.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just randomly looking at the pages on the website. So for example, here, okay, so here we have these gravatars. Now, this is only the gravatar of the main author or the owner of the GitHub project. Okay, so this guy is, I guess, that's the person who has the project right now in his repository. But there are other contributors, right?
Yeah.
So I would want to, I thought that it could be a nice feature to show a page where you have all these pictures. And then it can be randomly selected, whatever. It can be this kind of, so it can be per project, it can be, I think now we can click on the image, and then it can show, it would show all of the projects of that person, but here without the gravatar for some reason.
Yes.
So shall we try to work on the Flake 8 because we were already working on it, or shall we try?
Flake 8 is good. I'm fine with either gravatar or Flake 8, but Flake 8 sounds more useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's then go and see this my Flake file.
Okay, just let me share the screen first.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. My Flake. 1 second. I put this away.
That's in the PyDigger, inside PyDigger. Everything is inside PyDigger, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't remember where did I get. So I started to write this. I don't exactly remember. Go to the bottom of this. I think that we currently, it works like this. You know this line 56? What is the story?
Not really.
No. Okay. So this is the same that you know what in Perl there is what called modulino.
No, modulino.
Modulino. That's the name that was used by Brian Foy. It doesn't matter. It's a Perl module that can be also used as a script.
Okay. Okay.
That's the idea of modulino in Perl. Here in this package, here in Python, you can put this line because in Python you don't really have difference between modules and scripts. Each file is just a .py thing. So here, this if statement checks whether this file is being executed as a script or is being imported as a module.
Okay.
So basically, the underscore name is how the file currently calls itself. And as you probably call yourself I or myself, okay, and everyone calls themselves this way, in Python, the same way, the underscore name, when it's being run as a script, it calls itself main.
Okay.
But just as other people call you by your name or your nickname, when it's being imported, then this variable underscore name contains the name of the file.
Okay.
So this statement basically checks that if I call myself main, then I'm being run as a script and then do this 4 or 5 lines afterwards. Okay? So this is basically how you are able to do. So I guess I have this here because I wanted to start using the experimenting with this module, running it on, I guess it says that it needs a path. So I guess I would give it a name of a file and then it will generate a report. So this process function, I guess it generates a report and it will just print out the result. Okay. so we can try to run this now on itself or on any of our own files.
Okay.
So you can just run this. Let's see how can we run it. Just on the command line inside the doc, you give it the regular command to run in the Docker, like the RSS command.
Okay, I cannot remember.
No, just go back to the command line and.
Okay.
Just go back to the command line and up arrow here. Just instead of the RSS, just remove this. Instead of this whole fetch recent, so remove the whole down. Yeah. Instead of that, put in the.
myflake.
Yeah, except that you also need the name of the directory, PyDigger myflake, and then a pass to again. You can give it again the same file name, so it will run on itself. Does it delete your hard disk now, or what does it do?
Yeah, it's making some
noises.
My laptop is getting heated.
Okay.
What is this doing?
You can stop it.
But still check. It's not going to blow up, I assume.
No. So what is this process?
Get Python files path to di. Oh, it expects a directory.
Okay, so it's not a file. Okay.
No. So maybe if it expects a directory, it's better to put a check here if it's a directory or not. If it's not a directory, then
yeah.
Okay. Then get Python files, then run like 8. Here's like 8.
Yeah, you could put in. I guess we have a logger already, right?
1 second.
Let's see if we can stop this. Okay, so let's start by adding logging. Okay, to this.
Okay.
Let's look up the common file. I think in the common. We configure the logger. Actually, I think we have 2 places where we are configuring the logger, and I wanted to merge them. But
okay.
So you can just you can say log equal. You can copy this line. No, I don't remember. Let's go to the file that the parse file. The PyDigger parse, not parse, fetch, not parse, fetch.
Fetch dot.
The fetch.py, and look for the logging part here.
Logging, okay.
So this is how it gets the logging, but there is another place, I guess, that where we configure it. Here it is, you can see. Okay, setup logger.
Yeah.
So we have the setup logger here.
Okay. Okay, should I copy this, or can I just put it in a separate module, or
so this is the okay. I think I'm a little bit jumpy now, but jumping from place to place. But I think maybe we should first go and refactor this, because here we have the setup logger in the fetch file, right? And I think we also have something like this in the website.
Possible. Yeah, it looks like logging.
So maybe we need to somehow refactor these 2 things, or
okay.
Maybe we can start by taking the setup logger. From fetch.py, move it into the common. Let's see what's the setup what is in there.
So okay, let's start from here. Info, okay.
From the argument args, it gets the level of logging. and then gets the logger, sets the level, sets the format, and configures the streams.
What is this args.screen exactly?
So args is what comes from the command line.
But what? Okay. Let's go forward because I didn't understand this part very well.
Okay, so this part says that if you go to the README file, you can see that here you said -- screen. And here's written. So this tells the logger to print the log messages to the screen instead of putting them into a file.
Okay.
Okay. So if the screen flag is on, then the logging stream handler is going to be screen. Else, it's going to be this file that is generated by the project root and the logdir and this.
Okay.
Okay. But that's probably should be the same for yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just start using logging. Let's go back and I'll have to think about it, how to refactor it. Maybe I'll.
Okay. Fine. So where were we? We were
so
here.
Let's go back to this the my flag, yeah, and put the get logger. So you can copy the get logger command. Okay. Not the function, just the inside yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you can copy that to there for now. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to import the module which is called logging.
Yeah. And should I put debug here?
You can put that debug. Yeah.
Yeah. Import logging. Okay.
Let's and then call the logging. The logger debug something. Put it.
Logger, is it logger.debug?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some text, and you don't need a semicolon.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You can put
files.
Yeah.
Can I how to do data dumper kind of thing in Python?
How do you what? Sorry.
Like in Perl, there is data dumper, and it will print.
Just put curly braces inside the thingy, and put the variable name inside, and put an F in front of the string. And okay. I would put another in front, and just put a logger message the line before as well. So before the Python files, just to say hello for now. Just that we see that it's the Okay, still no need for semicolon.
Sorry.
No problem. See, when I switch too much between Perl and Python, in Perl I keep forgetting the semicolons, and in Python I keep adding the semicolons. So
yeah, well, I do mostly Perl and Java, and they both need semicolons. So
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try.
Nothing yet.
So it doesn't even get there.
Nope. Let's log a bit before.
You can even print something on after 58. You can even print on 56. Just say print. Both on 56. They're no, not log. Just print.
Just print.
Just print for now, and this,
Oh,
but you need parentheses.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
It does
So,
say hello.
okay, we can, and then we can go there as well and put it there as also a print statement just to say that it gets there.
In if. Okay, it did.
So where is it going to get stuck?
1 second. Logger.debug about to process. Can I? No.
No.
No. Okay.
No. There's no argv now.
Oh.
There is sys argv, but
Yeah. How
okay.
do I print that? 1 second. Nope. It doesn't say about to process. It stops.
And if you put prints there instead of logger.
Okay, it does. So I think it's logging to a file or something like that. By default, does it log to standard output?
I think so. Maybe it's not. You just okay. So for now, just instead of the logging statements, put print.
Okay. What Python files? 0.
Okay. And if there's no Python flags, then why the run flake is taking so much time? Let's try to figure out the run flake 8.
Run flake. Okay. Start guide check. Okay.
So first of all, you can check in if not Python files, then start with if not Python files, then where is the report? What is the report? The report should be something. Is a dictionary, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Should I print report?
Yeah, but I thought that we just check on line 36 on that if Python files is empty. So basically, if not Python files,
okay,
then return and then curly braces. Okay. Okay, so that's not what it was supposed to return apparently. Let's go back to the source code. So where is it being used? The report get statistics. So I guess what we need there.
Okay, let's take a step back and instead let's take a step back and instead, because I think it is expecting a path like here it's expecting a path and not a file.
Yeah. So you can do the first. I mean, we can fix that part. That's probably more clever.
Yeah, so or we can just run it first by giving it a path instead of saying PyDigger myflight.
Okay.
We just do this. Okay. Okay. At least we know that it works when you give it a valid directory. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it should work also when you're giving it a file. So we can fix that. Let's fix that. Okay. So how do the one that get Python files? Okay, go to the get Python files.
Get Python. Yeah.
And then inside there, it says, let's check if it's a file or a directory. And if it's a file, then we will just return it.
Can I just do?
No, it's os.path. It's os.path dot is underscore file, I think.
Okay. Then
and just return, and in square brackets put the name of the path to dir. And you can actually put the line, 49, you can put it later after the if,
Okay.
Okay, so it's not is file. Okay.
Okay. Let's check. Python checking if that file is file. Okay, it's
without the underscore.
Yeah.
Okay, but now try to give it give it a file.
It works.
Okay, much better.
Yeah. Okay, now what's
you can get rid of some of the Spring statements that we added because
yeah. Should I also remove the logger that we added because it's not really doing what it's
you can remove it from for now.
Okay, we can add later. Okay. So it is working for files and directories both.
Okay, so what are we doing now with this? So it gets, I guess, a directory, and it returns. So what does it return? It returns a report with items. So the items are this code and the number of times it was reported. Okay, and
a question. What is this thing about? Line number 16 for key.
Okay, so Flake 8, as the module Flake 8, as I read, doesn't have a really good API. Okay, they have some old API that they want to improve, but for now, what they have is that you can call this get statistics and give it you remember those three-digit numbers with a letter in front of them that was in the report of the Flake 8.
These you mean?
Yeah, these ones, but when we ran Flake 8 on our code, then it was also using this thing. So you can ask Flake 8, the module, for all the error messages within one of these classes. So all the messages that start with A, all the messages that start with E. So what I did.
Okay.
So that what
and
I
why
did.
Did you choose these four?
I don't know what else are there. So it's not like every you have every letter. Maybe there are a few more, but I think I'll just need to read about them. Okay, so we can try to see what other error messages are there. I don't know if I could figure it out easily, but these are the ones that I encountered. So these are the ones. That's why I added for them. And later, I guess we can just enlarge it. But anyway, what it does, it returns these reports. You can see on line 19. So you get statistics. Will this report was generated by the Flake 8 process.
Yeah.
And then I use regular expression to extract the code. This F401 in this case. I guess I have to cry loud if it doesn't match for some reason. That's line 22. And then I take the group 1, which is like $1 in Perl. That's the code. F401 in this case, and put in my reports, which is just a dictionary, the code and the number, how many times it's there.
Okay.
So I didn't care about, at this point at least, I said, okay, I don't care where the error is. If a person wants to know, well, they can run the flake by themselves. Okay, I only care which violation is there, and let's say how many times. Okay, so, and as you can see from comment 30, line 30, apparently in this run flake, I had to hide the standard output because by default, flake 8 will print everything to standard output.
Okay.
And I think I don't even need that. I just throw it away, but I still wanted to hide it because I don't want, and that was this out thing that you remember we commented out on line 40. Okay. Yeah. So we don't really we need that. Yeah, I mean, you can leave it there because
okay, maybe for debugging in future it could come handy.
In debugging or just remember whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so what we need now, I guess, is that when we process a project, we need to run this call this the function in this module the same way that line 65 calls it.
65. Okay.
Okay. So we won't have this all the other part in the code.
Yeah.
We won't use it. We only use line 65. It will return a dictionary, and then we can add this dictionary to our database.
Okay.
So let's see how fetch works. I think fetch. So I think there was some code, but I'm not sure if it's working in fetch that would download the source code of this project. But let's see if there is something.
Okay.
Can you search for download maybe? No, not this one.
Download package.
Okay, let's go there. Let's see if it works. And analyze source code. You see there's some skeleton of this already.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that anything works there.
Okay. Okay, it gets a source user request module to download the zip file.
Yeah, so where is this?
Request module. What's this request module?
The request module is a web client.
Okay.
So we can use that soon, but let's see if we have what do we have here? A couple of lines above. We need the URL of where to download it from, right? Yes. Download URL. So there is the download URL in self-entry download URL. And then we use that with this regular expression, right? To calculate what should be the local directory for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's import requests.
Okay. What do you mean import? Okay,
at the top.
Package. Okay, it's not already there, I guess. Request. Okay,
No.
Is it the same URL?
No, so this is URL lib is an old package that probably I should replace also that one.
Okay.
And request is a much more modern. It's not requests. I think it's in plural. Yeah. So
Okay.
let's search. Let's search how to in Google how to use request to download the file.
File. Python request download file to location. Okay. How to save or download a request. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so we just use get and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can copy. What is this? Receive a relative. Okay, whatever. Okay, we just need to copy these 3 lines. So instead of the to do, put these 3 lines. And you can already rename the variable to the R to something else. REQ.
Request.
Okay. And that should be the
what is this?
Local dir. That's the variable local dir we already have.
Sorry?
We already have a variable local dir. We already computed that. So the path where we are saving it's called local dir.
Local, like that.
Yeah. Now
or is it source D? Okay, so what is source dir? It's the one that we have here. Okay. Then WB it's for opening.
Opening. It's now we are. This is line 329 is opening a file for writing in binary mode.
Okay.
And then SFH should be at least, so there should be an H after the F.
After that.
That's a new variable, right? That's a file handler. And then there is the R, which is now a request.
Okay.
And that would save the file. But that's not really the right thing because we don't want to save it to the local dir. We want to save it to some zip file, I guess. What is the extension? Can you search for the extension like you see on 300? 3.2. Do you have still the output from the run of the RSS command? Do you have this somewhere?
Could be. 1 second. Here. Okay, it's tar.gz.
Where do you see this? Can you?
Here.
Okay. So I guess we need to put together the local dir.
Yeah.
We don't need. Okay. So
what we can probably do is just first check what's the extension, because here it is printing the extension.
Sorry?
It prints the extension here. Okay, yeah. It's the same message. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that what we download, we might not even want to save what we download. We already want to unzip it. Right? How do we unzip a tar.gz file in Python? Can you search for that?
Yeah. Unzip. For unzip.
Well, this is an extract. Tar is import tar file. Fname ends with. Okay, tar file open. Okay, so maybe we are better. Maybe it's easier to save the file into a temporary place and then use this to read it in.
Yeah, that's also a good idea.
But though actually, Yeah. I mean, maybe there you can do it on. We can do it on the fly, but let's try to do this first. Okay, so we need to create a temporary directory and put the file there, and then extract it somewhere else. Okay, so search for tempdir maybe.
Here.
No, I think we don't have it here yet, so we need to look for that as well.
What do you mean look for?
In Google search for tempdir in Python, and then we'll do this.
Tempdir. Okay.
Okay, that's good. So you say import from tempdir, from temp file, import temp. Look for tempdir here.
Here. Turn the name of the directory.
Okay, that's not the one, I think. Go search for more. No. That's the one, I think. The dot tempdir.
Okay.
The one that says dot tempdir.
Okay, then this is the dot tempdir.
Yeah. So search for dot tempdir.
Here.
Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah.
Okay. And set to where then?
No, sorry, that's not the one. Let me find in my slides. So what I do is what?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking for something, and in a second I'll I hope that I find it. Okay, so it says temp file. I have import temp file and temp file mkd temp. That's the one. Okay.
What does this one do?
That creates a temporary directory. The other ones were returning you the location of where where it's going. It's the main directory of the temporary directories. This one actually creates. Okay, so you can say temp file mkd temp.
Okay, let me write it here. Import temp file.
Yeah.
And 1 second. Download pkg. Here.
Okay, so before that, you can create a temp file mkd, mkd whatever. It return it's not mkd here, it's mkd temp.
Okay, yeah, mkd. Yeah.
It returns you a directory, so mydir or tempdir. Yeah. And then you can say tempdir here. You can see os.path.
os.here.
Actually, create temp file. Create here some. So create a variable name called temp file.
Yeah.
os.path.join. And then the temp dir, and then comma, and there's some file name that we you can say temp, and then the extension that we have, right? Temp.
Yeah.
We have the extension somewhere, right? Well,
okay,
we don't.
No, it's also here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So put curlies in curly and curly braces and extension.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. That's the temp file, and then you can go scroll down a little bit and put there the with open now, not temp dir, but temp file. Okay, that saves. And then the next line after that, 334, is where we put the one that opens it with the tar. That we found another Stack Overflow page where that opens the zip file.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, are we sure that it's always tar.gz? Or let's assume that we are sure.
So that's where we will use the extension later. So for now, you can use this.
Okay.
And then
file name is temp file.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where does it open it? So it opens it in the current directory or something like this, or extract. Let's search for the tar file, the module, tar file module in the Google. We also have to import it, and then you also the extract. Look for the extract. Path. What is the path?
Okay.
Okay, extract the members of the archive to the current working directory.
Okay.
So we need to cd to some directory to the well, we can cd to the temp directory for now. Okay.
So how do you cd os something?
Os changed chd, I think.
R to temp dir should work.
Yeah, let's see. And then for no better idea, just run an OS after the tar close. After the tar close, run os.system, and then give it in a parenthesis system.
Sys or system?
System. It's like the system command in Perl, and put ls-l in it.
Okay.
Because I don't have a better idea now. Just import the tar file. So at the top, you need to import tar file.
Tar file. Okay.
And let's try to run this now.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, with the RSS.
With the RSS thing. Okay.
Yeah. And you can put, I think, a limit one there.
Like this?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Name URL is not defined.
Okay, let's go back. We probably didn't have the URL. So where is the URL from? There is.
Is here.
No. It's go a little bit up, a little bit further up. It's called self-entry download URL. We just copied it from somewhere, and it said URL. But
entry
download URL. And this dev.yml Why is it missing all the time?
I do have it here.
Oh, because we are changing directory.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. Instead,
But wait
maybe.
a second. We see the info download URL being printed there, right? And the local lib and the source directory. And then temp extension is being printed. So you can see between the two, the ls is there. So this limit one, it didn't work. So the second one didn't work already. Okay, the second download didn't work because of the change directory. But the first one worked, you see?
No, I'm a bit confused. Where do you see the output of LSL?
Yeah, we see the output of LSL, yeah.
Where?
Under the source, 2 lines below that. So there you can see the easy, one.
Okay, yeah.
That's the directory, and I don't know what the temp extension, I guess.
Oh,
This is how we save the file, because we didn't put put the F at the beginning.
Okay. Should I run it again?
Before that, let's do something else. Let's do some. I mean, you can run it again. Run it again. It will crash again, but it's good.
temp.tar.gz.
Okay, we don't need the dot there, one of them.
Okay. Looks like it works.
Okay.
Part works.
So unfortunately I'm running out of time because I'll have something else to do in an hour, and I need to I don't know, whatever, rest a little bit. And we have already been working already for 2 hours. So what I would suggest is that you comment out these lines now.
These ones?
Yeah, the one starting from the change there.
Okay.
Because because they are almost working, but now they are breaking the code. And commit it this way and push it out.
Okay.
Okay, because we made progress, but unless you would like to continue alone.
Not really, not right now at least.
Okay.
Because I would also take a break.
Okay.
I will just commit as it is to my branch. I'm not going to merge it yet. And let's get back to it either in the next session or I will try to do it alone and let you know.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would prefer that you push it out and then I can merge everything and then you can work from there. Or
well, okay, it's your project, so if
I mean, it's
broken.
It's not broken now.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's not broken now.
Well, by broken I mean it's not working. What we tried to do, it's not finished yet.
Yeah, so, that's right. That's
right.
It's
incomplete. Okay.
But it's not. But we commented out the code, so it's not really broken.
Yeah, agree. Okay, so let's continue with this in the next session.
When do we have the next session? Do you remember?
I think
2 weeks from 2 or 3 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
On the 20th, 4 weeks from now.
On 20th.
Yeah.
In June. Yeah.
So that's why I'm not sure that's why I would like it to be out there, because maybe you can continue or maybe I continue with this and then we work on something else next time. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine with either. I will let you know if I push something. It will be in my repository, my GitHub repository, and yeah, then you can review it. Okay.
Okay. Good.
So
So
I will stop sharing.
yeah. Okay. That was the. Unfortunately, we haven't finished it this now, but we made progress. That's good.
And you
we
also
did.
have some more issues because we did find some more issues. So probably you can create GitHub issues and we can work on them in the next sessions.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
created a few now just while we were
Okay.
talking,
Good.
and so that's it. And we cleaned up the flakesing, so that's also good.
Okay. Good. I think yeah. Let's wrap up.
Okay. So thank you very much. I'll stop the video, and thank you everyone for listening and watching us. And please like the video and share it and follow the channel.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.